Yo, what is going on, everybody? Carnage back here again, and today I am back with a brand new review. That review being a figure I've been actually looking forward to for a while, and that is the brand new Marvel Legends Daken figure, aka Dark Wolverine. Uh, yeah, been really excited for this wave to come out, just because there's quite a bit of figures uh, that I've been curious about, slash have been wanting. You know, with the brand new Banshee, Rom, uh, don't really care about him so much. The new Miles, which maybe I'll get him for my Ultimate Universe shelf, but maybe not. I don't know so far. Ultimate Iron Man, which is one of the ones I've been really excited about. Adam Warlock, which is another one I'm kind of excited about, just because I don't have an Adam Warlock, and also I really like the Infinity Gauntlet on him. And then we have our boy Daken, aka Wolverine. And going on to the packaging, like, it's pretty cool. I really like it so far, especially right up here because it actually does have the year of the comic book that he comes with, which is this really cool Dark Avengers #1. But I'm not going to get into that exactly at the moment, but this is a pretty cool thing. I especially really like the background because it is that comic panel of, the Dark Avengers. There's Daken right there. Can't really see any of them right there, but you can kind of see Iron Patriot right there. And then you see Warbird, or I think that's her name, Warbird, right there. Can't really see any of the other ones in that, but I mean, still pretty cool. And then going on to the back, you just kind of get like a little bit of a read up, and then the comic cover right there, and then not too much else about this. So let's just get right into the review. So starting off with the accessories, I'll get to the comic. Very cool. Like, it is an actual like flexible. Like, I don't know what it is because it's not plastic. It feels more like vinyl. On the back it says Marvel Legends series, which is pretty cool. And then on the front, it's just the regular comic. We get another, pic of, the Dark Avengers. Pretty cool. Not too much else. But it is very good detailing on this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is tiny little staples in the side, which is really, really amazing detail, which was something that I really thought was cool. And then he does come with two separate hands. He comes with one two-clawed hand for some reason, and then, one hand to hold the book. Kind of wish he would have come with two hands kind of like this, but, can't really complain about it. And then the last accessory he came with, already kind of put it on one of my custom figures. This is the Mohawk head, which is very, very cool. And I did put it on my Mohawk Invincible custom, which, I mean, this isn't going to be like the actual Mohawk Invincible, just because Mohawk's suit is a little different. This is just kind of what I'm using for right now, but eventually when I do make a actual Mohawk Invincible, I will be using that for it. But yeah, let's just get right into the figure. So here Daken is in all his glory. Let me just kind of adjust my camera a little bit. There we go. Yeah, truthfully, not as fantastic of a figure as I thought he was going to be. Like, he's still pretty cool, and something weird with this leg specifically, like, I don't know if you can see that, it's not fully pushed in, and I've, pushed it in. So just a little worry about that, just because I don't want to, try posing it or anything and then have it snap. But anyway, going on to articulation, double jointed knee, he does have ankle pivot, and like, I will say this, there is movement up here, but you can't really do it with the boot, so that kind of sucks. He kicks out that far, which pretty fucking far if you ask me, and then pretty decently far back, like that. He does have butterfly joints, which phenomenal, needs to be on every Wolverine figure. Full 360 movement, and like that is just amazing arm movement. He does also have double jointed elbows, wrist swivel, all the good stuff like that. He does have an ab crunch that goes that far forward, that far back. And I will say this, though. This head sculpt is definitely, like, an amazing head sculpt. Like, it's one of my favorite head sculpts. Like, fully honest. Let me just grab my personal favorite Wolverine in my collection, which is the Juggernaut Wave one. Like, I mean, it's a little big. I will say that, but I mean, this head right here, definitely, it's so good. It's a beautiful head on this figure, man. I will admit that. I mean, compared to this one, like, I mean, that's such a good upgrade, man. Such a good upgrade. Yeah, the one bad thing about this figure is no matter what you do, the claws will not be straight out of the packaging. Like, you can definitely straighten them up with, like, the heat water method, I believe. So, I mean, if you're brave enough to do that, like, I mean, it's not a huge deal for me, but, you know, for those of you who want to be perfectionist, you can try doing that. And then going on to his tattooed arm, like, they did phenomenally on this tattoo. Like, it's so clean looking. And I do remember the first time I saw, you know, this version of Wolverine, I thought this was, you know, just the normal Wolverine, and I was like, oh, they messed up his claws. So, and then, you know, they have been reusing this belt forever, as you can see on this wave, on this Wolverine, I mean. Like, exact same belt. And this came out in 2017, and I think this was the first time this belt was used. And they're still using it, you know, 8 years later, basically. Which, mind-blowing to me that, you know, they're still doing it. And I did kind of realize I did forget to show this piece of articulation. He does look down pretty far, and he looks up amazing. But yeah, and I do have a handful of Dark Avengers, but they are currently put away in a box, and I don't know which box that is, and it would have taken me way more time to find them than I care to admit. So, I do have a couple figures that I can, you know, at least compare him a little bit to. So, let me just go grab them real quick, and I will show you. So, the first one up, picking this specific one just because the Black Suit Spider-Man is basically, I think it's Matt Gargan in the suit, if I'm not mistaken, who is Scorpion. But it is a Venom symbiote, so I found the movie Venom to compare him next to, which this movie Venom is about 7 inches tall, I believe. So, like, he's definitely a very good 6-inch figure. And a little bit of a backstory on him, you know, just kind of because it popped to my brain. Daken is actually the son of Miriko, I think that's her name, and, you know, Wolverine himself. And speaking of Wolverine, let me just compare him next to the Secret Wars Wave 1. And as you can see, Daken did kind of get inspired by his dad's outfit a little bit, maybe. And they're definitely reusing, you know, the boots that have been used forever, basically, like, because, you know, again, 2017 compared to this, I think they're using the same boot anyway. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure that's the same boot, because it's got the same, might be different boots, actually. They may have actually redone the boots, because I'm seeing little things that are different, because on the Juggernaut Wave one, you can kind of see, like, the cloth folding, like, right up here, but it's not on here. So they did give us, remake the same boots. I'm assuming, you know, it's kind of just a retool of this one. So it's at least being reused. So, pretty interesting. And then here he is next to my personal favorite Wolverine in my collection, even to this day. Like, this is the Wolverine that's still on my X-Men shelf. And this is the actual first Wolverine I ever purchased. The Juggernaut Wave Wolverine. Yeah, this one's still my favorite one in my collection. And this one's pretty cool too. But, again, that, like, I mean, if his color scheme was more, you know, muted like that one, I think this one definitely would have become my favorite. And also if he came with a different head, but that's just personally me. Now, getting those guys out of the way, I'm going to compare him next to a normal 6-inch figure. And if you've seen the past couple reviews I've had, you know, I've been comparing them next to the Hydra guy. Yeah, this isn't Hydra Bob, this is Hydra Dan. So, Hydra Dan is going to be basically kind of like, you know, one of my mascots. And, you know, mostly just doing it just because, you know, he's right next to me. And, yeah. And then just, you know, just to show both head sculpts kind of in action. Let me just get Mohawk Invincible real quick. And Mohawk Invincible, definitely kind of a shorter one. Like, again, I do kind of want to... Like, this is a good base body for, like, a regular Invincible. I do plan on, you know, getting an actual Invincible head sculpt at some point. But, you know, I'm okay with this for now. But, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see, you know, anything else, like if you want a backstory on him, just let me know, because I won't say I know everything about him, but I do know at least enough to at least do, like, you know, an origin type thing. So, yeah. And I found this guy at Walmart too, by the way. I found the entire wave, and I picked up 2 of them. The other one I found was the Ultimate Iron Man, which I'm going to be doing a review on next, so stay tuned. So, yeah. Really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and, you know, stay tuned for more reviews / you know, other customs that I'm going to be doing in the future. Anyway, I've been rambling too long. Thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Instagram at uncle_carnage, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.